and I'm back with a skincare video for you guys and nighttime routine. I'm kind of nervous to show you, but I went ahead and filmed myself getting ready for bed at night, taking my makeup off, and showing you all the different products that I use. Hey everybody, I just got done exercising, and normally I would take my makeup off first, but I got a late start today, and I wanted to go ahead and get my workout done before I got any later. So I do have a full face of makeup on. My hair is crazy and sweaty, but I'm going to take my makeup off and kind of show you the steps that I go through to get ready for bed, and then I will come back at the end and explain kind of each product and a little bit more in detail about what I do. But if you watched my 2014 favorites, I did mention that I have a Clarisonic, and I do use it not every night anymore, but a couple times a week. And you can usually tell when you really need to use it because you'll notice that your skin's not getting as clean and not looking as fresh. So I'm not going to use it today just because it takes quite a while it gets a little messy, and it's going to take longer to show you how to use it. But I do have that. But the first thing I do is I have just an empty jar. This was a Bare Essentials neck cream that I have filled with coconut oil, because I use coconut oil not only as a body moisturizer, but also as an eye makeup remover and kind of a makeup remover. So what I'm going to do, and it's going to look crazy, is go ahead and take off my eye makeup with the coconut oil, and then I follow it up with any kind of waterproof makeup remover. The one I have right now is the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover, and I just use that to get rid of the coconut oil. But the reason I like to use coconut oil is because it is conditioning for your eyelashes, and it does get rid of waterproof mascara a lot quicker than using just a regular eye makeup remover would, and it's a lot less tugging, I feel like, on my eyelids and around my eyes and things like that. But of course you look crazy when you take it off. My kids have walked in before when I've been doing this, and they're like, ah, because I look like a Dalmatian or whatever with a little circle around my eye. It does look crazy. Just make sure you keep your eye closed, because if you get the coconut oil in your eye, then it will make you see blurry for quite a while. So then I just kind of follow it up and with the liquid eye makeup remover, just to get off all the residue of the black and all the residue of the coconut oil, kind of hold it on my lashes for a little bit and make sure that I get to the root of the lashes and get all the mascara off with as little tugging as possible. And then just run a little bit of water, rinse that off. And I use these white washcloths. They don't get used for anything else besides just taking my makeup off. So they look pretty yucky, but nobody else uses them. Nobody else really sees them. Guests, and nobody sees them, so it doesn't really matter. So one eye is done. And I used to just use the big jar of the coconut oil, but it's really big, and it was annoying to always have to get it out. So I don't know why I didn't think about transferring the coconut oil to a smaller jar, but now that I have, that's been a lot more convenient. And I do still get the big jar out when I use it for body moisturizer after my shower, but this is a lot smaller. I can keep it in my drawer and not have to get out the big thing every time. So, just gently patting. You really should be as careful as you can around your eyes, just because the skin there is thinner, and of course that's the first place that we show signs of aging, typically, is around your eyes, your hands, and your neck. So just going to gently rinse that off with water, kind of pat it dry, and I just kind of gently rub the eyelashes up and make sure, yes, I have to make that face. It's the same face I make when I put mascara on. I think most women do. I can't believe I'm actually filming this video. To take my makeup off on camera is scary. There's a little bit of a little bit of makeup still left there, but that's okay. Because we're going to use, again, the coconut oil. Just get a little bit on my fingers and start rubbing it in. And it really helps to break down all the makeup and the setting sprays and the powders and the blushes and everything. And so much of our makeup nowadays is long wearing, waterproof mascara and 18 to 24 hour foundation, which is pretty funny. So it's just really nice and moisturizing and calming, I find, to just go ahead, massage this in gently before using any kind of a cleanser, and it really does help to break up the makeup. So I'm going to get out the Makeup Removing Wipe. This is just the Target Up and Up brand cleansing towelettes. And I'm just going to kind of go behind and gently remove all the coconut oil and the makeup that's been loosened up by the coconut oil. I shouldn't have pulled around my eye like that. Now this is all what I would do before I would use my Clarisonic. So this is what I do before I use any kind of cleanser, whether I use my Clarisonic or not, or if I just use my hands and some cleanser. This is what I do to get off all the makeup so that I make sure that I'm actually cleansing my skin and not just wiping makeup around. I'm not going to use my Clarisonic today. I am going to use my regular cleanser, which this is the Origins Checks and Balances, and I have just a Target brand kind of exfoliating puff, and they're washable and you can use them. It's a little bit, like it is exfoliating, so it's a little bit, I don't want to say abrasive, but it does have some texture to it. So I feel like it does get my skin clean, maybe not as clean as it would with the Clarisonic. But it does a good job, and it's nice and exfoliating without actually having to use any kind of a mask or granule exfoliant tonight. I don't really want to. It's late. I just got done exercising for an hour and I don't have time to do a whole big long beauty routine. So I'm going to go ahead and take it down my neck, just making sure that get all the dead skin off and any makeup that might have gotten down there. And, just because your face is, your neck's not right up in the front, it is still really an extension of your face, so it should get just as much care as the rest of you. And I make sure to get around my nose really good. That tends to be where makeup gets built up. And so, just make sure to do that. Then, I take the same washcloth that I had earlier, and then just run it under some cool water, and then just pat off all of that cleanser. So, like I said, I only use the Clarisonic a couple nights a week. And for me, I think that's enough. I use the sensitive brush head. I've used the normal skin one before, and I just like the sensitive better. So, now, I did have quite a few breakouts last week, so I have a couple little things right there, but they're going away on their own. Now, usually I alternate between two different toners. This one is the Vitamin E Hydrating Toner from the Body Shop. I use that one when I feel like I'm really feeling really dry or tight, or my skin's inflamed, like today, it's still kind of recovering. And then I also have the Avalon Organics CO Q10 Perfecting Facial Toner. I used to use the Clinique Clarifying Lotion number 2. I don't think it was just too drying and stripping for my skin, so I don't use that anymore. I alternate between these two. I don't really feel terribly dry today, but I will go ahead and use the Body Shop one just since I do have some breakouts that I'm trying to heal up. So it's kind of thick, so I take the lid off. I mean, it comes with like a squeezy type of a nozzle on the top, but it's just kind of thick and it doesn't want to get into a cotton ball when you do that. So I'm just gonna take the lid off, and I go around the nose, especially making sure all that, go over the eyebrows, making sure I get out any brow pencil, around the hairline, and again on the neck. Don't want to leave that out. My mom always said, she's like, if you don't spend money on anything else, make sure you get a good neck cream and take care of your neck. So that always stuck with me, and I make sure to do that. Now, the next thing I do is a serum. You should always start when you're doing skincare from the thinnest thing to the thickest thing. So like any kind of a serum would go very first after you've cleansed your skin. So I use and love the Acure Seriously Firming Facial Serum. I've talked about this in other videos before, and I love it. Usually one squirt will do it. It's got like this little pump, and it's pretty good. It's not one of those ones that pumps out way too much, I don't think. But it's got a really nice minty smell. And I just kind of gently rub that in, kind of in an upward motion. You should always work up as much as possible to kind of delay the effects of gravity. So I wear that all over my face, all the way up to the hairline. And then I pat it kind of here on my jawline. Since it does have some firming properties, kind of want to make sure to carry it all the way down to the neck. So once that sets in, that is when I'll go in with my actual night cream and my eye cream. So the eye cream that I use is the Acure Chlorella and Edelweiss Stem Cell Eye Cream. I really love this eye cream. The only thing I would say that I don't like about it is, for some reason, it always wants to come out even when it's closed. And so when you open it, usually there's like a little bit of excess around the tip, so that's kind of obnoxious. But other than that, I really love it. I have noticed that since I've been using it, my dark circles have gotten a lot better. Now, I think the dark circles I had were mostly sleep and stress caused, not so much genetic, so I don't know how much it would do, if anything, for genetic dark circles. But just, lack of sleep and all that stuff and having kids, I feel like it really, really has helped to lighten my dark circles, which is nice because that means I have to wear less under eye concealer the next day. So I love that. And then, like I said, I will follow it up with my night cream, which is the Acure Argan Stem Cell plus 2% Chlorella Growth Factor Night Cream, which is a very long name. It says firm, hydrate, and restore for normal to dry skin. I really like this. In the wintertime, it has not been enough on some nights, and that's when I would use like an argan oil on top of the Acure Seriously Firming Facial Serum, or I would go ahead and just use the argan oil instead of the Acure for the Firming Facial Serum. All of which are Acure products. I mean, I have the Josie Marin argan oil, but I like the Acure just as well, and it's a lot cheaper, so it's definitely a good option. But that is the night cream. And then for my neck, I have a specific product I actually just started using. This came from Vitacost. I know they sell this brand at Whole Foods, and I've also seen it at Sally Beauty Supply, so maybe check there. This is the Derma-E Firming DMAE moisturizer, and it's supposed to be a really seriously intense neck cream or firming cream, but I use it specifically for my neck. And it's a really thick kind of a consistency. So I just get quite a bit on my finger, and like I said, move up the neck all the way up, and you really should go all the way over here to your ears and even a little bit behind your ears. So you just always work in upward motions. And I make sure to concentrate on my jawline because I don't have a very prominent jawline, so I'm trying really hard to make sure it does not get any droopier. And it really doesn't have much of a smell, just a slight one, but not perfumey at all. I had the Tarte Maracuja neck cream, and I could not stand the smell, so I had to take it back. But that is my nighttime routine. The only thing that I have not done yet is I will add the Dior Show Maximizer Lash Plumping Serum. I've also done a review of the Rimmel Lash Accelerator, which I would say if you can't afford this one, definitely check out the Rimmel one. I did notice my lashes get longer when I did use that, but I feel like the Dior one is better. It is significantly more expensive. So if this one's not in your budget, then definitely check out the Rimmel one. That is my nighttime skincare routine. I know I look crazy, and I never ever thought I would put myself on the internet with no makeup on, and of course in fluorescent bathroom lighting, which is like a big no-no. So not my best day, but I really wanted to share these things with you guys, and maybe you could add some of these into your routine. The good thing about all these things is you don't have to use an entire collection of anything. All these things can be used in conjunction with other things you're already using, or you could get, all one brand if you really wanted to, because quite a few Acure products, which I really do love. But I mix and match for whatever works for me, and so maybe some of these things might work for you. I want to kind of walk you through this and kind of talk a little bit more about each product, and I have the little book here to read to you about the benefits of using this skincare. So I was using Acure skincare before they ever sent me anything. If you watch some of my videos from before, I talked about my favorite Acure products and how I incorporated them with my skincare routine. But they did actually send me a couple samples to try. They sent me a little sample of the argan oil, which is very cute. They also sent me a sample of the Radical Wrinkle Complex, which for some reason I couldn't finish using. It was actually irritating my skin. I've never had that happen with any of their other products, and I love their products. I've bought some of these over and over again, and so I wanted to share them with you, give you a little bit more detail about each product. So the first thing about the company are fair trade organic ingredients. There's no petrochemicals, no sulfates, and no parabens. They're gluten-free, cruelty-free. They have no synthetic fragrances, and they're in eco-friendly packaging. So it's just a really great company. And I noticed today when I was at Target, they've actually started carrying the Acure products. So you can get them at Target now. Vitacost.com has them, and I'll have a link below. If you haven't shopped there before, you can get $10 off your first purchase. It is an affiliate link. You don't have to use it, but if you want to, then I will get $10 and you'll get $10. So I'm pretty sure I used Kendra's affiliate link from Vlog with Kendra when I first started shopping at Vitacost. But I shop there now pretty much about every other month. I get our dishwashing tablets from there. I get all my Cure products from there. My organic coconut oil comes from there. So they're just a really great company. But anyway, I mentioned that I use the Seriously Firming Facial Serum. I have used, this is probably my second or third bottle, and I just bought another one from Whole Foods because it was on sale and they had a coupon laying there. So I ended up getting it at Whole Foods for $15. Usually on Vitacost it's around 17 to 18, 19, somewhere around there. And I did not see this one at Target. So I don't know if they're going to carry this one or just some of the line. But let me find what it does. Okay. So for this one it says experience concentrated and targeted results as rich antioxidants and nutrients revitalize our skin. Certified organic argan oil restores moisture to the skin's lipid layer. Barrage oil soothes inflammation, and cranberry works to neutralize free radicals for firmer, glowing skin. And I do really notice that as soon as I put this on, my skin looks brighter, and it does help to smooth down any lines. So I'm getting to the age where I need to really start thinking, I mean, I've already started thinking about it, but I'm definitely getting to the age now where I really need to start thinking about high quality skincare, not quantity, but quality. Even if it's just 2 things that I'm using, I want to make sure those things are really good for my skin. It's nice that this is organic. It's nice that it's gluten-free. And I just love the way it feels. And I mentioned in the video that sometimes this is the only moisturizer I need. In the wintertime, usually I'll finish off with a heavier moisturizer after this has had time to absorb. But like with the summer months coming up, this is really all that I ever use. And I carry it all the way down my neck, so it just feels really good. It's got safflower oil, sesame seed oil, pumpkin seed oil, barrage oil, argan oil, sweet orange oil, cranberry seed oil, Bulgarian lavender oil, olive oil, and rosemary oil. So it just feels really good. It smells kind of like mint, so it smells like a spa experience. And I really, really love this product, and I have purchased that many times. But like I mentioned, sometimes I do need a little bit of an extra moisturizer after the firming serum has kind of soaked in. So when I do, I use this. This is the Acure Night Cream Argan Stem Cell with 2% chlorella growth factor. It says firm, hydrate, and restore for normal to dry skin. The description for that says, nature's nocturnal miracle, age-fighting argan stem cells shown to help the skin's natural repair process, firm and moisturize, while 2% chlorella growth factor fortifies collagen and elastin fibers. Hydrating Moroccan argan oil seals the deal, truly making this nature's own rejuvenating system. Lasting results will cause double takes in the mirror. And I really do love this moisturizer. It has, again, kind of a spa, kind of a mint smell to it. And I've had this bottle for a long time. It's lasted quite a while. So it just says apply nightly to face, neck, and chest after cleansing and toning. So I really like this one. And it is $17.79 at Vitacost if you want that one. And I wrote down what Vitacost had. The Seriously Firming Facial Serum. It was on sale last week. No, it wasn't. It was $19.59 at Vitacost.com. But I think when I checked last week, I think it was on sale for $17. So definitely check and see. Amazon also has it, I believe. And my favorite eye cream right now is the Acure eye cream. It's the Chlorella and Edelweiss Stem Cell eye cream. And it is $16.69 if you decide to purchase it at Vitacost. And I did see it at Target today when I was there. So it says, chock full of line-fighting Edelweiss stem cell and chlorella growth factor to protect and stimulate new collagen and reduce wrinkles and crow's feet. In clinical studies, Edelweiss stem cells reduced wrinkle depth of the eye contour area by 15% after 20 days. CoQ10 relieves puffiness and dark circles. You won't believe your eyes. You'll scream for our eye cream. And I have noticed quite a bit of that. I mentioned it in the video. When I started using this, I noticed that my dark circle, drastically diminished. So I have noticed that it works for that. The only thing I will say, there are eye creams out there that are more rich and maybe feel a little bit more moisturizing if you tend to be really dry under your eyes. But if you just kind of need a moderate kind of a weight eye cream and you want something to reduce dark circles, then this is definitely worth giving a try. I really like that. I didn't talk about this in the video, but I have talked about it before when I did a haul video. It's the Argan Oil and Starflower Line Eraser, and it's really like a paste, and so it's good for anything like burns. There's an eyelash in it. So it's really good for anything like any kind of a burn or irritation or rash. It says, certified organic balm works wonders on deep wrinkles like around the mouth and helps fade scars with well-studied activity of borage and argan oils. Also a great healing salve, it can be applied to burns, wounds, eczema, psoriasis, and blemishes. So I bought it basically for all those things. I bought it for when my skin's really irritated and I've had a breakout and my skin's all dry and peeling. I bought it to put on my daughter's eczema spots when those flare up. So it's just a really good, organic, safe, natural, all-purpose ointment. So I love that. And it is $16.99 at Vitacost. I don't mean for this to sound like a Vitacost commercial. This is not sponsored by Vitacost, but that's where I buy my Acura from, except for the one I bought at Whole Foods last week. That's where I get all my Acura products from because they have such a great return policy and they are usually cheaper, and I usually wait till there's a coupon to make it less expensive. So that's why I talk about Vitacost so much. And I want to give you a frame of reference. So like if you're out shopping at Whole Foods and you see that, you'll be like, oh, it's about $16 at Vitacost. It's $14 here. I'm going to get it here. So that's why I keep mentioning Vitacost. And like I mentioned, Acura did send me this sample of argan oil. Now I do have already the Josie Maran argan oil, which I've had for years because my husband bought me the big jumbo size from QVC a long time ago, and it's gonna last me until forever. But I would say now, knowing what I know, like when I got that one from Josie Maran, I don't think argan oil was as big of a deal as it is now. I don't think it was as widespread. There weren't as many companies that sold it in its purest form, which is just like this, just straight argan oil. So that's one reason why I got it from QVC way back then. Fast forward a couple years and argan oil is everywhere because we all know the benefits of using argan oil. And there's a lot more cheaper alternatives now than there were, I think, back then. And so this is a really good option for you. If you're looking for argan oil but you don't want to spend all the money for Josie Maran, I would definitely say the Acura brand is just as good. And the thing about her is, like, she says it's organic, but it doesn't actually say that it's certified organic. So I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it's not. This one's actually certified organic. And for 1 ounce, it's $6.99 at Vitacost. And I'm pretty sure that I don't remember how much the size of hers are, but there's not anything that she sells at $6.99. So definitely give this a try if you're wanting to try argan oil. One thing is, there is argan oil in the Seriously Firming Facial Serum. So for me, there's not really a benefit in using argan oil versus this, but if you want just straight argan oil, which is extremely moisturizing and it's an anti-inflammatory and all those great things, then definitely check out the Acura, just a straight 100% argan oil. Okay, so that is it. I appreciate you watching this video, and hopefully I do not look too crazy with taking my makeup off. I had just exercised and my veins were popping out of my head. I looked crazy. My hair was all messed up, but I really wanted to show you what I really do to get ready for bed, to take care of my skin, and try to prevent the signs of aging. But I think it's all about picking and choosing the products that are actually good quality products, even if you have to spend a little bit more. But I don't want you to think that you have to spend more to get the better results, because if you look at a lot of the consumer reports on skincare and a lot of the independent studies done by like Glamour Magazine and Better Homes and Gardens, they'll do all these studies and they'll do them on like a high-end product and a low-end product, and a lot of times the low-end product equally or performs as well as the expensive one, or even more so, but even better than the more expensive product. So just because it's expensive doesn't really mean it's better. So the best thing you can do is educate yourself and look into the research of what the ingredients are in these different skincare items, and what types of synthetic fragrances they might be using or different kinds of chemicals they might be using, and try to really be knowledgeable and protect yourself and look good in the process. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.